Hi guys, it's a beautiful day once again and welcome back to Dexter's World Channel. It's actually raining here and I am so concerned about the welfare of our catfish. You know, this catfish breeding is so challenging. That we have to think of ways on how to make our fry grow fingerlings. And along this process, there are three things that I would like to share in order for us to really become successful in our catfish farming. Well, we always talk about breeding, and when we talk about breeding, we talk about the natural breeding here. That's the Dexter's World technology. We don't adapt the artificial way of breeding right now because we can breed this naturally. And this is not what I'm gonna discuss today, because what we're gonna discuss today is how to make this day-old hatch grow into a fingerling, meaning how to make them grow as big as 3 to 4 inches. And there are many things that we have to observe. The first thing is that we have to maintain the water quality. And there are many methods on how to do these things. Of course, in your tank of fry of this catfish, you can put submersible pump and connect the submersible pump to the filtration box. But the problem is how to make sure that the fry, which are very tiny, 2-3 days old, will not be sucked or stuck in the submersible pump. Well, the answer is that if you're gonna adopt this method, you will put them inside the mosquito net so that you can maintain the quality of the water without compromising your fry of catfish. But this is not the thing that I did. What I did is the second method. Instead of using the submersible pump, I used the blower or the air pump instead. And as you can see here, we put all together here the fry of the fish without filtering the water. But we have to observe three things. The first one is to maintain the quality of the water even without the filtration system. So how to maintain the quality of the water is to regulate the feeding. Of course, you will not feed them too much. You have to regulate it, because if they will eat and the temperature suddenly drops, as we're experiencing right now, it's raining, then they will suffer indigestion. And the third thing is that we have to do the regular decongestion. You will see here that they're already very congested. Congested in a sense that I can see catfish everywhere. And if you will see that they're already at the edge of this pond, meaning you have to decongest them because they're already very overcrowded. And the most important thing is the use of this rock salt. Many of the breeders are using rock salt, and they can, I think, relate with me the effectivity of the use of this rock salt. And this is what I am using for my catfish, for my koi, for my goldfish, and even for other fish like mollies, the live bearers. And I have here 3 packs of this rock salt. And since the temperature is dropping down because of the rain, I have to make sure that the water quality should be maintained. So you guys can see here that I have this rock salt, and we are about now to drop this in this very shallow tank. Well, the measurement of this is just around 3 meters by 8 meters, and for this size of tank, you can just give 450 grams of rock salt. And we will drop this because it's raining, and when it rains, as what I've said, the temperature drops and sometimes the bacteria sets in. So my way of prevention for them to contract disease is to be able to condition the water with this rock salt. So I'm going to put this now. See that? And this is very safe. And you can do this to all kinds or all types of fish. Just like that. And I'm sure that they are already protected from, the bacteria. And one of the indications that the fish is already needing the good quality of water is the appetite. Meaning if they will not eat that much anymore, then you will wonder why. And the reason for that is they already dislike the quality of the water, especially if you are not using a submersible pump. So I made mention about decongesting, and I just realized that they're already big and very congested here. So we will get some of them and we will transfer that in this vacant space that is prepared for them. Okay, so we will do this very carefully. We'll get some of them right here. Early this morning, I already had transferred hundreds of them because they're already very congested here. See? Everywhere there are catfish. You guys have already known about the importance of the sizing or the segregation, and as you can see here, these baby catfish are almost having the same size. They have uniform size, but there are those few that became a monster, that became big, just such as like this. And if you're gonna observe that someone is growing big, very unusual, then you have to get it, because they will become the monster. And normally, our term this is the shooter. Everything can be shoot in the mouth. So we will get this one before we gonna transfer this in this pond. So we will release them slowly here. And I have released already early this morning more than 10,000. I can already estimate this, and they will not stay here for a long time because we have to transfer them in a bigger pond in the circular tank as soon as they're gonna grow at the size of 2 to 3 inches. So what we're gonna do with the shooters, or these two bigs that we have recovered from there, is to put in this circular tank, because this has bigger catfish, baby catfish, and they will survive here considering that they have almost the same size. So these are the quick growers. We can say quick growers because they grow twice or 4 times as big as the ordinary catfish. So we will put them here. And for the fast growers, we have, I think, more than 2,000 already that are here. We have gathered already some considerable amount of the fast growers. And by the way, I'm giving them with the snacks. If you would like to know what is this, these are the wheat germ that are intended for chickens. You can also use this. And maybe you are curious about what's the purpose of putting up the net. Well, I must tell you that they are actually visited by the birds, the big birds, every night. That if we're gonna fail to put the net, they will be all eaten up by the big birds. And this is the reason why. And also to prevent too much heat, so that the water will not become too warm for our fish. And you can see here that the fast growers are already eating the wheat germ. So these are all the things that we can share with you. I hope you are encouraged with this video. And if you are into catfish farming, we have so many videos about how to breed naturally our catfish. You can browse on it. And also we have the methods that tells you how to put some egg collectors, or what materials are we going to use in order to collect the eggs. It's all there in our previous videos. So if you're not subscribed to this channel, may I humbly ask you to please subscribe, because we are now 1.5 million subscribers, and this is a big family of hobbyists and enthusiasts about farming. And if you will subscribe, of course, you will be notified of our future uploads only here at Dexter's World. See you in my next video.